applications. She believes in integrating technology with curriculum developed with singular objective of enhancing mobility, work ethics, and professionalism.
We are also privileged to welcome Dr. 𝗛𝗏𝗵𝗲𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗴𝗲, GMCIT. Ma'am has an excellent academic qualification including PhD, MTech, MCA. She is having more than 17 years of experience in academics. Her area of interest includes computer architecture, wireless network, and digital electronics. She has published many national and international research papers in journals. She has a rich exposure in academics and got the 𝗛𝗏𝗵𝗲𝗏𝗏 Award in 2016. She is also a member of Computer Science Association.
We are also privileged to welcome Ms. 𝗖𝗣𝗝 𝗖𝗏𝗄𝗏𝗵𝗲𝗏 Commerce and Dr. 𝗛𝗏𝗵𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏 in CPJ College of Higher Studies and School of Law. Main focus is always to nourish youth and youth holistic development. For this, we CPJ families strive harder day by day to nourish the young future of our country. CPJ was established in 2007 and today our students and scholars cover the globe in search of knowledge and their meaning. And their contribution make a difference all across the globe.
Now we would like to invite Dr. Jyotsna ma'am, Dr. 𝗛𝗏𝗵𝗲𝗏𝗏 ma'am, and Dr. Anup Girdhar sir for the presentation ceremony. So ma'am. Thank you, sir and ma'am. Neha ma'am, please stay back for welcome address.
Good noon to one and all over here. Today we are here for the guest lecture on recent trends on cybercrime. In today's era, cybercrime is a very important topic in which you must be aware about the cybercrime. Before commencing this session, I would like to question to you all, which one is the best or most urgent cybercrime in 2022? Any one of you, please. Yes? Which one is the cybercrime for 2022? Audience? cybercrime के गेस्ट लेक्चर में बैठ कर थोड़ा सा पता होना चाहिए. Yes?
Then phishing attack?
Phishing attack, right? One is phishing attack and second is email scam. May I know your name, please?
Then Prashant Pal.
Prashant Pal. Please write down the name. Prashant Pal. Right. So very well, Prashant Pal. Email scam and the phishing attack is the very most urgent email scam और cyber crime के ऊपर आपका recently जो trend है phishing है. Phishing is the most urgent cyber crime attack. Session cyber crime के ऊपर है. So firstly we have to know about the knowledge about the cyber crime and what are the main effects and factors. So this session would be commenced with this note. I again welcome Dr. Anup sir. Sir, please enlighten our students about the recent trends in cyber crime. Sir, I welcome you and CPJ welcomes you all.
Otherwise, if anyone can log in with Gmail, in your laptop again, that is fine. Perfect. I just want to show some practical. I think rather than going for a presentation, let us do some practical oriented. Is it HDMI or VGA you want?
SJ memo.
Perfect.
व्हाट्सएप है ना, व्हाट्सएप पे करेंगे। चालू के बाद पूरे मंदिर से पानी
नहीं मैं मेरे भाई
बैठिए।
Okay, so shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon.
And first of all, I'd like to thank Dr. 𝗖𝗣𝗝, Dr. Neha, and the entire team of CPJ. Sir, thank you for your kind invitation. And I'm overwhelmed the way you, inaugurate and you welcome me. So it was wonderful. Thank you all. I always feel delighted whenever I come to CPJ because I think, if I'm not wrong, I used to visit this college from the day this college started, in fact.
Right.
Anna, it's been, I believe, almost 14, 15 years
Yes.
back I visited this college, and I think every year you invite me, so it's again a pleasure for me. अच्छा, वैसे इसके बाद तो जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी, I'm fine. Thank you. Okay, so the topic is very important to discuss, and I really appreciate the way you people are especially inviting and you are eager to learn something new. Topic cybersecurity. It's a wonderful topic because this is one of the domain where we all have to be, upgrade, and very well said by Dr. Neha also, that come on, think practically what are the kind of crime which are going on surrounded to us, what are the real type of challenges we are facing, so we have to work a lot on it, and how to mitigate, what are the, at least some do's and don'ts, some precautionary should be discussed. But the day we really get into this mess and to understand, today I'm not going to use any presentation, so no theory, right? No theoretical part, you are already doing enough job in theory and all. Today, luckily, I'm working, it's been almost 24 years I'm into this domain, and I presently personally connected to almost all the law enforcement agencies, so I have lots of case studies. My official client like CBI, CID, Anti-Terrorist Squad, Indian Army. I'm talking about especially Ministry of IT, CERT. Have you heard about? Anybody heard about this department? CERT, C-E-R-T. That is basically Computer Emergency Response Team. That is one of the nodal agency for every country. Do you know? There is a CERT US, CERT Australia, CERT Canada, CERT, all the countries have their CERT. In the similar way, India also have a one very specific department called CERT India, called as CERT-N. We used to call it CERT-N. N is for India. So that is CERT, stand for Computer Emergency Response Team. And that is directly being taken care by Ministry of IT, Ministry of Information Technology. Today, luckily, means I was just in one of the conference and I identified more than 15 plus scientists who are working in CERT. Luckily, they were my students. And it's been great pleasure for me that I deliver it back to my country. So that is one of the way. Again, even in DRDO, I have few of the scientists who are working. They were also my students. And connected with various other law enforcement agencies. I'm an official on-record trainer to Delhi Police Cyber Cell. So even all Delhi Police, means even I never know their faces and I never know, but they must have my mobile number in their mobiles. They already say, because I used to deliver a lot of sessions, so same way, I don't have your number, but at the end, at the last of the session, I'll share my number to you. So you can save, and in case you have any problem, you can connect me anytime. Right. So in this way, means we are into some development security model. We are the India's first company who filed a patent in 2011, and that is related to operating system. So I think, ma'am, you are already into the operating system architecture and all I got to know, I was trying to know. This is Sedulity operating system. This is patented to us, this is version 7. We initiated and long back, this is V7, version 7, right? But we started long back and this is India's first operating system. Own in-house developed, make in India project kind of. You can take it like. So this is, we don't use Windows, we don't use Mac, we don't use other operating system, we have our own OS. And we have flavored versions of ethical hacker edition, we have forensics edition, we have various other editions, developer editions, etc. Today we people are working with AI and ML. We are connecting that level with OS level. So for security, for log analysis, for various other activities, for even kernel level security. So we got a project and we were specially invited by DRDO to just to connect and work on the project like kernel level security of an operating system on Android or various other operating systems. So we are core into this level of technology where we are working and supporting to our back to our country. Part of that, I connected to various academics. So I am an advisory in 𝗖𝗣𝗝 I wrote, I think, more than 20 plus books only in cybersecurity, and a few of my books are already course curriculum for post-graduation diploma, masters, MSc in cybersecurity from IGNOU. If you heard about, it's a government university, Indira Gandhi National Open University. So my course books, my written books is now, it's been almost even 13 years now. So I wrote for PG and now they are using it for MSc or so. So I wrote the books and students are learning from those books. I'm giving great privilege to me as well. Right, so I'm into academic. I'm an advisory in UGC, AICTE and various other organizations, government organizations. We have some center of excellence with a lot of universities where we have a lab, the Sedulity OS lab, especially for implementing the R&D on security level, cyber security level. So all latest updates, we developed the one website also for BSF. Hope you heard about bsf.gov.in. So we got a, we are quite lucky that we got an opportunity to work with the gov.in project. And we developed that entire model, and today I think 7.8 lakh users are there on that website who are taking the benefit, taking learning model. We have one 𝗖𝗣𝗝 portal over there, so they are learning from that portal. So we developed that model. Again, operating system is Sedulity, then security is from Sedulity, then website development again on open source architecture. So it's like Linux, you can say, right? So on that architecture, and then further security audits again by us. So from operating system only hardware is there. Their hardware which is in house to BSF headquarters CG. Right. So it's already there. So we are working like that kind of projects and giving a lot of we faced a lot of challenges on security world and real-time world. So I think I'm going to talk on those grounds also. You'll be able to understand what are these projects and how we will work on it. Right. But before I'll give you, this is just a very brief introduction. I'm into corporate, means 𝗛𝗏 Group, Gas Authority of India Limited, and various top Sensex listed companies. I think some commerce students are also there, so they can understand top Sensex listed companies. I think we have already served to them. They are officially they are our client, and frequently we used to serve many times. All right. So we are connected with corporate. We are connected with academic. So this is one of my academic activity, and why I come to back to this academic institutions. There is a reason that I'm going to learn a lot of things from you over there. Because students are always and always more innovative, they have a lot of ideas. I love to interact with you like so that you can share your ideas, your thought process, your doubts, and I'll be able to recall my previous part, and even it happens various times whenever I interact. Even I got new ideas for my new other projects. So I really willing to go, but that's why I don't use presentations. That means that something like I love to interact with all of you. So I really want your questions, your doubts, your queries, your ideas, your innovation, and let us convert it into the industrial aspect. So for academic, we are acting like a bridge between industry and academic. So this is what the goal, like how we people are filling it up and making you directly synchronize with the industry, so that you can easily go and work in industry anywhere, anytime. So that's what like our goal is. Quickly, I'll start with my session. My session is generally, whenever I used to start my session, I start with lots of silly questions, so that you will get an idea what is cyber security and what is this all about. So my first and very common silly question: how many of you have an email ID on Gmail, on Google with Gmail? It's a silly question, right? Great. Stop using it if you are not aware of what you are doing. Stop using it if you are not aware where you are connected. And what is the purpose of Google? What is the backend, ideology of Google? So that they are working on a different stage, different manner. What are their techniques? Let us try to dig that level and understand some backdoors of Google. I'm going to show you this practically. You really want? Shall I hack your ID and I will show you what you did yesterday? Shall I show you that which YouTube video you watched yesterday? You want that? I'll show you. I'll give you live. So take it, don't take it only as a seminar or something. I'll show you live, so you can consider it as a workshop. Practically everyone can see, and I'm going to hack any one of your account you want. I'll show you this live in this session only. Is it okay? You really want to go for it? Wonderful.
Sir,
A part of that.
please
Yes.
having a question is not possible.
It's not possible. Okay, I'll show you. Then we'll talk. Okay? First let me complete my part, and then I think then lots of pros and cons comes in front of you. You got to know what are the types of limitation, but what are the possibilities are also there. So you'll get to know. Don't worry. Let me complete. It is not a fake or something like whatever I'm saying. I can show you. I'll show you what you did yesterday. Right? Where were you yesterday? I'll show you. Don't worry. Okay? Okay, great. So the concern is, it's not only in terms of Google. Means I want to take you a real depth level so that you can understand the model, today's model. And even I'll give you another idea of all the service providers. Think practically. How many of you really paid to Google to access Gmail? Anybody paid to Google? No one. Then why it is free? Why it is free of cost? You just need to create one ID on Gmail. Then further you can use it in Android device, you can use it in Google Maps, you can use it in searching, you can use it in your Google Docs, you can use it in even various other applications. I think more than 200 plus domains or subdomains are available from Google, which we all are somehow connected and we are using. And we are not ready to pay any single penny for that. Then how Google earns their money? How they're means I think Google itself have the competition only, and nobody is near to them in fact. Right? They are basically competing their own products and their own services. How come that Google works? How they meet their expenses, especially commerce students, BCA students, and I think many students are there. I think that is a very common issue. And some IT students, BCA, and some IT students are also there. If I'll ask you, come on, you please make a one app for me. Come on, you make a one application, one website for me. Are you ready to go for it? You will say, that we know and will do it. At least we can try. But if you will try, are you ready to prepare a one good project for me and you are not costing any single penny? Is it okay with you? No, you are looking for, we want to reimburse. Sir, paisa kya doge? Let me know. Then only I'll work. So if you are really willing to get reimbursed, think practically. Then why Google, for Google, why don't you reimburse? Why don't you pay to Google? And instead of that, how Google earns? So it's for management students. It's one of the good project, good case study for management students, for computer science students, for even other stream students, if they are, even for the legal students, if you have a law student there. We also have a law, LLB is also there. Alright. LLM also, great. So even for the law students also, I think I can help them if they are looking for. I trained, I think, various judges and various advocates in terms of cyber law, cyber investigations and all. So that is also one of my another domain. Okay. So think practically then how Google earns the money. I'll take you to that. Most of you might want to say might be from advertisements, Anup? But think practically. Really from advertisement they are earning like anything that they can earn, and they can give you like the best. Frankly speaking, from the advertisement they are just getting the money which are just the peanuts. Frankly speaking. And the services, the infrastructure, the employees where they are hired, and they have to borne all the level of expenses is too high, too high. You can't imagine. You can't predict in fact that level. So how to synchronize? What are the reasons from where they are getting the funding? I think we should work on Google as a project. I think we all do Google 𝗖𝗛𝗵𝗏. I don't know whether you really do a worship at your end or not, but every day you do Google 𝗖𝗛𝗵𝗏. Today I said any single word, what you do? Oh, let me check on Google. Anup, can we survive without Google? Is it possible? Yes or no? Anyone who is saying yes, can I see the hands? Anyone who is saying yes, we can survive without Google? No one? One hand, okay? 2, 3. Any other? 4, 5, 6. Raise your hands, come on. Why are you shy? It's an interaction session, don't worry. Don't do hand. 100% idea. Wonderful. Okay, thank you so much. That's true. Think practically, who is Google? One IT company. Can we survive without Tata? Can we survive without Reliance? Possible, Anna. Then can't we survive without Google? Who is Google? One listed company in US, Nasdaq. Anna, Tata, Reliance, they are a listed company in Sensex, India. Right. So if we can survive without them, can't we survive without Google? But then how you will do your projects? How you will search? From where you will get the data? How you collect that information? From where you will collect that information? So think practically. Right? And that's what, like, do we have any alternate? Now, whomsoever raised their hands, can you give me the alternate of Google? I'm not talking about them, you go with Bing or Yahoo or Yandex or even I'll give you more names. Alright? So DuckDuckGo and various other. So I'm not only talking about those other search engines, but my concern is, can we survive without search engine? Is it possible? Is it possible? Now can I see your hands? Even though it is possible, do you know, hackers are these days using a lot of mobile apps acting as a search engine. How many of you are on Telegram? Can I see the hands? Oh wow, sorry. Really stop using it. You are not aware what you are doing. If you are on the group, you have an authentic group, trusted group, you are the member of those groups, fine. 101 interaction, okay, that's agreed. But do you know, hackers are using these days Telegram as especially a search engine. They're using it as a search engine to search lots of, content which is somehow offensive or illegal in India. Even you can download, are you the member of some movie groups? Or might you automatically become a member of some Bitcoin or other groups like movie groups and all those groups? And there you will find thousands of users are there, and again you got lots of messages, any fine day or something. immediately exit that group because you are not aware what you are doing and how these guys are doing. They are searching any keyword on Telegram and they can extract your information, they can extract your location, they can extract a lot of things are there on the back end. Though we are on Facebook, can I see the hands on Facebook? So what about other social media? Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Hi-Fi, Snapchat and all. Can I see the hands who are on these all? Wow, great, great. Stop using it. Stop using it if you are not doing what you are doing. That's what the purpose is all about. Not only this, how many of you, yes please, how many of you really use smartphones? सभी के पास कोई ऐसा है that carrying that phone वो बटन वाला QWERTY, anyone is there? Can I see the hand who is carrying that phone? अभी नहीं है? अच्छा कोई भी नहीं है. So the best part, you know, you are already hacked. Congratulations, you are already hacked. Your data is already, you know, stolen and accessed on a day-to-day life, on a real-time basis by various apps which you actually deployed in your mobile. Could be Swiggy, could be Zomato, could be Uber, could be any good app wherever you are connected. How many of you have Truecaller in your mobile? Really stop using it. You are not aware of it. Okay. How many of you are using Windows operating system? Can I see the hands? अरे सभी यूज करते हैं ना Windows. क्या नहीं? You know Windows? Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 8, Windows 7, some are. है ना? Really stop using it because you are not aware what you are doing. Ransomwares, if you heard about, as Ma'am was discussing about the various types of attacks, ransomware is one of the major attacks which only and only comes through the Windows operating system. Do you know this? It never comes through. Till date, it never affects any Linux machine or any other machine. Even though you are on Linux. How many of you, can I see the hands who are using Linux? One hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think even not 1% out of this gathering using Linux. Please take my words. I always recommend you should use Linux rather than taking any pirated Windows. Or how many of you really go to torrent websites? सब torrents है ना? Windows पे torrent, antivirus पे torrent से कोई download करता है क्या? ऐसा भी है कोई? Anyone who downloaded antivirus also from torrent? ऐसे भी है क्या कोई? Really? Oh, come on, stop using torrent. What you are doing? Means you yourself taking the cracked versions. You are downloading the cracked version. How many of you have external hard drive, which is full of pirated operating system, movies, music, and nothing else? I think everybody. You go and buy a new separate hard disk, 1 TB, 2 TB, and I don't know whatever the size. But what you have collected, all pirated softwares with cracks. Don't you think so? You are carrying the collection of malwares because it is cracked version. Even though we already committed, various times we committed cybercrime, though we never noticed in enforcement, and that's why you are enjoying. But frankly speaking, that is illegal in India. I don't know whether you heard that part or not. So that's why I recommend you, instead of using a torrent-based application, at least buy your genuine Windows here. If you want to use Windows, I'll give you the way how to use Windows. I'm not saying stop using completely, but at least you need some precautions. You need some how to work, what are the ways to go for do's and don'ts, what to follow, what not to follow. At least work on those grounds, and then you realize what I'm talking all about. Is that clear to all of you? Are you getting my point? Right. In case of Linux, first, Linux operating system is 100% virus-free operating system. Please take my word. It is 100% virus-free operating system. But I never said it is malware-free operating system. I never said that. Virus is different word, malware is a big category. Where under that virus is just a one part of malware. There are worms, trojans, rootkits, bots, crawlers, spiders, various ransomware, spywares, various other types of malware activities, malwares are there available which might affect your Linux or any other operating system. Hardly matter whether you are on Android or even Apple, Mac or any other operating system. But Windows become more vulnerable because it is their nature. It started and developed on specific architecture. And that's what it is more being used by end user, and end users are always the targeted audience to effect and gain the privilege out of it. Not only this, how many of you have UPI ID? Very silly question, I think, but how many of you have UPI ID? Everybody? Really stop using it if you are not aware what you are doing. How many of you use Wi-Fi, LAN, pen drive or CDs or something? Can I see the hands? I think now you know my answer also. Stop using it. You yourself spreading malware from one machine to another machine. Do you know you yourself are the targeted system or a machine where you yourself sharing and spreading some malware to the others. Without, means I'm not talking intentionally or unintentionally. Could be 80% unintentionally. But 20% quite possible that one of you might be working as a hacker, silently sitting, wearing hoodie kind of, and something like, they have their own aura, and they might compromise your details. You can't imagine what the things are going on in front of us. So, are you ready to stop using computing? No, not at all. Not possible? So finally we have to go ahead. But if you really want to go ahead, then anytime you can become a victim of any domain, any particular technology, any particular environment wherever you are working, you're computing, you're performing your computing. So please take care. Certain precautions are very, very important for everyone so that you will not become a victim of at least financial fraud, identity fraud, impersonation, hacking, various other phishing, various other types of attacks are there, cyber spotting, cyber stalking. These are the common problems which are coming up in day-to-day life. In Delhi police, can you imagine just in Delhi, if I'll give you the figure, daily approximately 5,000 complaints only comes related to cyber frauds. Daily. So can you imagine? And which are connected to financial fraud, identity fraud, and even sometimes heinous crimes. Morphing, obscenity, objectionable content, defamation, various other kind of problems also coming just because of cyber related issues, computing issues. Even आज को पता क्या है? कहीं मैट्रिमोनियल हस्बैंड वाइफ ही लड़ रहे हैं, तो एविडेंस क्या है? WhatsApp, वो उससे चैट कर रहा था. And you have some specific chat, and that chat become my evidence, and just on that evidence you want to take a divorce. So such kind of things which are coming in front of us are really, really dangerous. Just try and understand what are all these points. I take you to some little deep dive, and I would like to share one of the incident, and then you realize what I am talking all about. One of the incident, you all use Gmail. Do you know how Google works? Gmail works these days. Anybody? Okay, I'll ask you a very simple part. Do you know which protocol you use once you open a browser and you write gmail.com? So which protocol is there? Yes, please. HTTPS. Can you give me what is the exact meaning of HTTPS? It's an abbreviated word. Explain what does this mean? वो तो HTTP हो गया, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. S क्या होता है? Secure. पहले तो टेक्निकल बोल दिया, अब इंग्लिश बोल रहे हो. Secure. Give me the technical answer. What is S? You gave the answer HTTP. So it's a technical definition, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And S, You are saying secure. Why you are talking about English? I'm looking for technical answer, technical meaning of that S. What does that S stands for? Nahi. It's not server. No, not assistant. Beta, S stands for SSL. That is secure socket layer. Secure नहीं बोलो. The right word is, गलती से आपके पेपर मेरे पास चेक होने आ गए तो मैं तो 0 मार्क्स दूंगा. If I'll ask you the abbreviation of HTTPS. So S stands for secure socket layer. That is a technical word which includes a lot of data encryption standards, and these days a new technology already embedded into that is called TLS, transport layer security. And just because of that, a source, if they are trying to send a data packets to the destination, the data, if it is on the network and if it is encrypted by the special layers of SSL and TLS, take my words, you can't able to access that data. That is really secure data. Even though you can grab, you can do man in the middle attack and you can grab that data, not a big deal. But the day you grab that data, that is completely encrypted data. You cannot extract directly unless and until it is loosely binded data or some other binded. So even there are certain other attacks also. How many of you really use VPNs? Have you heard of? Wow, great. Really stop using it. You are not aware what you are doing. क्यों यूज करते हो VPN? Can anyone explain? Yes, please. Why do you use VPN?
IP एड्रेस चेंज करने के लिए.
IP एड्रेस चेंज करने के लिए. मतलब आप लोग हैकर लोग हो, हैं? साइबर क्राइम कमिट कर रहे हैं, इसलिए अपनी आइडेंटिटी चेंज करनी है. Technically, this concept called as anonymity. That means you really want to generate your anonymity, and just to generate your anonymity, that you want to hide your digital footprints. And just because of that, you are purchasing, even you paid and you purchase some VPNs and using those VPNs. What is the real purpose of VPN? IP change कर देता बस ये इसलिए हम यूज कर रहे हैं. What is the real purpose of VPN? I think most of the users are doing it. Technically बताओ. And frankly speaking, stop believing on Google also. I'll show you something live and then you realize what is actually going on with us. देखना चाहते हो? Shall I show you? है ना? बोलो जी, और क्या पर्पस है? सिर्फ anonymity एक पर्पस है. कोई और पर्पस है VPN का? Any other purpose? Why you are using it? Sir, IP बदल देते हैं.
सर वो डाटा एक्सेस करने के लिए जो इंडिया में बैन है.
Okay, that is one of the purpose, that in case if you want to access such data, do you know what is the status of this? The status is in case if there is 100% data available on internet. Can you imagine Google India? We all feel like everything is there on Google. But do you know what is the percentage of the data which Google share the information from internet to Google India? Means all Indians. Can you imagine? Do you know what that figure? That figure is 0.01% data out of 100% data which is available on Google India. Can you imagine what is the level of data which is available on internet? And how much we are accessing? And we are very happy to use it. अरे इतना ही बहुत है ना, ओ सब कुछ तो मिल रहा है. और ये percentage कितना है? 0.01%, not more than that. Can you imagine? A huge gap. So, as he said, suppose I want to access that data which is restricted in India. So in other way, you are also trying to commit some sort of crime, right? But still, you want to access some data which is available for some other country, right? So you are a kind of a spy guy. You are doing some anonymity. You want to implement, and you want to hide your identity. You want to make another identity of some other country, and then further you want to access the data which is available locally to those country people, right? That is one of the reasons. Great. But what about security? Do you really believe at the time you are transferring your data is really secure using VPNs? मेरे पास एक मेरे फैमिली फ्रेंड हैं, वो आए, उनका बेटा आप जैसे ही कुछ ग्रेजुएशन कर रहा था, and he convinced his dad पापा आपको पता नहीं है कितने साइबर क्राइम हो रहे हैं, कितना बुरा हाल है, see how the people are become a victim of some financial frauds and all. पापा एक काम करते हैं, let us go and purchase a VPN. I will show you on Google. So what he shown to Google, on Google, just take a look, just check. He opened the browser, explore that browser, right? On the browser he wrote top 10 VPN, right? You just try to explore, you got the big list of VPNs. Are you getting my point? And out of that, let's say take any one of that. Let me take, I think they took this one. So he purchased Express VPN, something like that. So I'm just going to access one website. Do you know what the type of claims they are giving it to you? So the claims like secure access worldwide. Wow. You'll get a security. So your data never get compromised if you use this VPN. Just from one click, internet services become safer. I think you know English also, right? And you can understand what the type of features they are providing you. You can apply it on any platform, on Windows, on Mac, on Android, iOS, Linux, or even on your routers. Right? Strong data protection. Work seamlessly everywhere, wherever you want to work. Light and quickly connected and blah blah. And they are giving you 94 countries, server, cost, service providers and everything. Would you like to go for it? Yes or no? So, why did you go and purchase it? This is what proposed by that guy to his father. He read everything, he said, okay, he can learn. And somehow he knows me though in one day I think we met in some function. He especially came to me and said, Anup ji, aapko pata hai, now I also purchase VPN and I feel more secure because now my entire transaction goes via VPN. I do all my banking or I pass my all credibility via VPN. And as it says, I refer to Google, I check everything. Come on, Google also gives you the false information. I simply said, stop using it from the day one. Right now, if you have it even in your mobile, immediately block it. Don't use it. कहते क्या कह रहे हो? वो तो secure है. एक बात बताओ. Have you ever seen the website like any banking website like SBI or wherever you have your account? GGSIP, or have you ever seen those websites? Let me show you any site like SBI Bank, I think very common to everyone. Let me try and show you one of the bank website. If this is the one of the website, just go and check this padlock where you just see the connection is already secure without VPN. Even if the connection is secure, why you want VPN? Even you want to see, just go and check the certificate of this VPN. This is the digital certificate officially being, verified. Their organization is also verified by this one digital certificate for this specific domain name. So if this is the one of the domain name, there you have organizational verification. So this is the official website and this is the one of the way how you can mitigate your phishing attacks. In case if you got a link, seems to be like SBI Bank or any other bank, but internally, अभी आपको पता है कि .sbi नाम का कोई TLD होता है, top level domains. You know only .com, .net, .org, .in. Have you ever heard about like SBI is also one of the top level domain? SBI, is it really required? No. We got a doubt. Really, we have to go and get into it and we have to log in it or not. So in that case, all what you can do, you can go and explore their certificate and you will find organizational verification certificate given by DigiSearch. So these are the certifying authorities. There you will find even their issue date and expiry date as well, with all the encryption algorithms, some integrity check algorithm, SHA 256, or even more than that. And encryption, they use the RSA algorithm just to verify that. You are not believing on their services, their security, and you are believing on some third-party VPN. Why you are believing on third-party VPN? जिनके तो ना तो कंपनी इंडिया में है, ना तो कोई हेड ऑफिस है, ना कोई फेस है, ना कोई कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर है, and you are ready to make the payment to those service providers who are giving you a false Google is promoting and you are going to go and get into it and you purchase their services. Come on, never do so. WhatsApp देखते हो ना? You know WhatsApp always says we have end-to-end encryption standard. What do you mean by end-to-end encryption standard? Can you explain? Why you are using WhatsApp? What do you mean by end-to-end encryption standard? Technically, can anyone explain? बताएगा कोई? कैसे काम करता है WhatsApp? भाई end-to-end encryption का क्या मतलब है? Let us take an example. I want to send you a WhatsApp message. ठीक है? You have my number, I have your number. I'll pass a message and I'll send a message to you. Do you really believe that my mobile is directly connected with your mobile at that time? Whenever I am transferring my message? Yes or no? Nahi na? Yes or no? No. Then what is the technical scenario? What is the backend? My mobile is basically connected to WhatsApp server. So my WhatsApp app is basically trying to create a secure connection between my machine to WhatsApp server. Right? And again, HTTPS, TLS level security implemented over there. End-to-end encryption is there. So end-to-end encryption is only between my machine, my mobile, then to WhatsApp server. It's not to any other user. आपने देखा होगा अगर नेट नहीं है तो वो ना क्लॉक सिंबल दिखाता है वेटिंग वाला. Might be you have noticed. And if the message delivers, it gives you a first single tick. Single tick means, so there are a lot of flags now. There are a lot of options which comes in front of you. So what do you mean by that technical part? From your mobile, data goes to the server. Once the data delivered to the server, you will get a single tick. The server also try to connect with the destination machine, mobile. If that mobile is available online, message delivers to them, right? If in case you switched off your mobile, then there is always single tick. Say suppose next morning you open your mobile, you connect internet, and then automatically gives you double tick. Right? That means now message delivered from server to the concerned destination. And what do you mean by that blue double tick? Seen. So that means now the destination user already checked your message and already gone through with that message. So the message seen. It has already been now seen. And that notification comes to the source person. They'll get to know, okay, double blue tick means things done. This is the way how it works. अब इसमें आप VPN डालो. आप यहाँ से मैसेज कहाँ भेज रहे हो? Your message always goes to VPN. From VPN, request goes to server, है ना? तो सर्वर का जो हैंडशेक हुआ, end-to-end encryption हुआ, किसके साथ हुआ? VPN के साथ हुआ ना? So it means there is a concept, there is an attack called SSL stripping. Using that SSL stripping technique, all VPN servers can explore your data, extract your information, even your banking details. And then they further create a new certificate or even a false certificate of HTTPS where that certificate is connected to the client browser. तो आप किससे कनेक्टेड हो? आपको जो डेटा आ रहा है वो फैब्रिकेटेड हो सकता है, फॉल्स हो सकता है, टैम्पर्ड डेटा हो सकता है. And that you are transferring via VPN, you are connecting and doing all such things. Frankly speaking, आपका आंसर ही गलत था. VPN का पर्पस एनोनिमिटी है ही नहीं. What is the purpose? कभी कोई टेक्नोलॉजी गलत काम के लिए बनेगी क्या? It's a technology. Do you know what is the use of VPN? ये गैप है. आप जब कंपनीज में ज्वाइन करोगे ना, जिस दिन आप once you join any company, then you realize अरे कितना पावरफुल है VPN और हमें क्यों यूज करना चाहिए. आप सब यूज तो कर रहे हो लेकिन कौन सा वाला कर रहे हो? गूगल वाला कर रहे हो. लेकिन एक्चुअली पर्पस क्या है? व्हाट इज VPN? ये कौन बताएगा? इट्स नॉट एनोनिमिटी. सॉरी, योर आंसर वाज रॉन्ग. ये वो बताया आपने जो आपने गूगल पे पढ़ा. व्हाट इज VPN? वर्चुअल प्राइवेट नेटवर्क. हाँ जी बोलिए आंसर.
एक प्राइवेट नेटवर्क क्रिएट करके देता है वो.
ठीक है, बिल्कुल ठीक. क्या होगा उससे फिर?
फिर
उस नेटवर्क पे आप शेयरिंग नहीं कर सकते. मतलब जैसे हम लोगों का डेटा शेयर होता है, उसी प्राइवेटली रहेगा,
उसी के अंदर ही रहेगा, है ना? So that means it shall I take it like a LAN, local area network? अगर आपके कॉलेज में लोकल एरिया लैन है, नेटवर्क है, and suppose you already have one web server, ERP server, attendance system, any business application, right? Or even let us say you have a printer. Already you are connected in the college network. You open your MS Word and suppose you wrote an application and you want to take a print. You press Control P. You have one central LAN printer. Can you take the print over there? Yes or no? Now you're now sitting at home. और यू आर डूइंग व्हाइल वर्क फ्रॉम होम. कोविड में सबसे ज्यादा VPN की जरूरत पड़ी थी जी. व्हाइल वर्क फ्रॉम होम, हाउ यू कैन गो टाइप द लेटर कंट्रोल P and print comes to the college LAN and college printer. Is it possible? Can you do so?
Yes.
अब समझो, प्लीज क्लियर द डाउट्स. सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हम लोगों के साथ पता क्या है? हम गूगल यूजर्स हैं. Think beyond Google also. Please try and correlate with the concerned topics. है ना? हमारे पास ना false information बहुत है, and we used to spread like, not true positive. It's all false positive information. Stop using that part. While work from home में जब कोविड हुआ, कोविड के टाइम में सभी IT कंपनीज ने क्या किया? They went to their office. वहां पे जाके उनके राउटर्स में उन्होंने VPN सर्विसेज enable करी. They deployed VPN servers. So that जो ऑफिस में सेटअप चलता था, जो केवल आप ऑफिस में एक्सेस कर पाते थे, all those services now let us provide that secured platform services or network services on internet. That is the core purpose of VPN, and nobody explained that. I actually published one research paper on this particular regard, and then further I have shown a common vulnerability exposed on VPN. And my paper got published in Scopus Journal of Physics in 2021. And today, luckily, Harvard University referred that paper and it is available online. आज Harvard University अपने employees के लिए, अपने students को ये concept समझा रही है कि अरे VPN छोड़ो, गलत बोल रहे हो आप सब. Just because of that research paper, you want to check? Even you can check it again. It's already available online. You can see now it becomes a keyword. आप मेरे नाम के साथ ही लिखोगे ना, वो एक कीवर्ड बन चुका है. अनूप गिरधर VPN. ये देख रहे हो, हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी का पहला लिंक मिलेगा. The link is there on the Harvard University. You can go and explore what are the common vulnerabilities. अरे हम लोग इंडिया बैठ के हार्वर्ड को पढ़ा रहे हैं, आप लोग यहाँ बैठ के नहीं पढ़ सकते क्या? This is my name and one of my research scholar working on VPN. She is already awarded with now PhD, and we did lots of exercise, lots of experiments on these particular areas. तो ये अगर आप देखो, हार्वर्ड में वो मेरा पेपर पढ़ा होगा, हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी को आप लोग पढ़ा रहे हैं यहाँ बैठे. Think practically what you can do. थोड़ा सा क्लियर करो टेक्नोलॉजी टर्म्स को क्लियर करो. Explore the content, the appropriate content, rather than only become a just Google savvy or tech savvy kind of whatever you are saying. That is the only gap where you do not have a right information, and that is what industry is looking forward from your side. And that is a gap, that is a missing. जैसे मैंने आपसे पूछा HTTPS की फुल फॉर्म क्या है, और आप क्या बोलोगे? सिक्योर. तो जो कोई टेक्निकल आदमी होगा वो आपको कभी मार्क्स नहीं देगा. They will never like to hire you if you are not aware what is S stands for. Understood? What is the real gap? समझ में आ रहा है? प्रैक्टिकल दिखाऊं? गूगल सबसे पहले आपको हैक करके दिखाना है ना. चलो आपको हैक करके दिखाता हूं. उससे पहले एक केस स्टडी बताता हूं. There are a lot of things. I think in India, I remember internet came somewhere in the year of 1994. I think तब तो आपका बर्थ भी नहीं हुआ होगा, है ना? In India, internet came in the year of 1994. India got a law, cyber law, in the year of 2000. So we got an IT Act, Information Technology Act 2000. So in year 2000, we got one act where India was the 13th country out of, I think, approximately 200 countries. Right? Next. There are a lot of changes required. It's a very diluted type of act. So certain amendments were recommended, and that was imposed in the year of 2008. So today we all are under ITAA 2008, that is Information Technology Amendment Act 2008. Then lots of latest regulations comes across. You can access on Ministry of IT website. You will find the complete details over there. Can you imagine? अभी latest 2022 में भी बहुत सारे amendments हुए, बहुत सारे changes आए. But do you know there is a one keyword called cyber stalking? Have you heard about? Can anyone explain what do you mean by stalking? What do you mean by stalking? Anyone knows about stalking? So then I'll give you a power to, especially to ladies, girls, right? Get ready. I'm going to give you one big power to you. And for guys also, you have to take a lot of cautions before you process any activity, whatever you want. Stalking means following the girl. Hey, मुझसे friendship कर लेना. है ना? Message, hi, है ना? और ना जाने कौन से अजीब से और please take my words. Somehow you are indulged into some crime. Also, you need to understand what you are doing. In case अभी इतना तक तो ठीक है. Hi, hello, friendship. कुछ लोग थोड़े से ऑफेंसिव हो जाते हैं, है ना? आपसे अपने आप को पता नहीं क्या समझते हैं. अरे मेरी फ्रेंडशिप मना कर दी. अब देख. The day any guy got this level of issues, then what the guy generally used to do, they try to defend the girl, they try to create a problem for that girl, and some lot of other issues comes across. And sometimes they forward some objectionable content to that girl on any social media site. अगर आपको WhatsApp पे, Facebook पे या कहीं पे भी कोई objectionable content आता है, please take my words, if it is an objectionable content, right, with ill will, with hatred, with fraudulently, anyone who is trying to send you such messages, यहाँ तक कि sometimes you get some messages which are carrying some obscenity. So in case if the data information carries some obscene content, तो क्या होता है अगर कुछ आ गया? I have seen in India, I have seen most of the time, even various professors also become a victim of such kind of issues. है ना? In case if you watch some content, please take my words. आप लोग क्या करें? हाँ, ये क्या भेज दिया? और एक पेरेंट्स ने देख लिया क्या होगा? What is this? आप लोग क्या करते हो? फटाफट पकड़ा, डिलीट किया, नंबर ब्लॉक किया. मैक्सिमम यही करते हो? Please don't do this. Because do you know what you are doing? Don't do this because you yourself trying to remove the evidences. It doesn't mean you can able to stop that person. आपको उसका reply करना है. Please take my words. In case if you got any objectionable word in terms of writing, in terms of audio, in terms of image, in terms of video, whatever, immediately take the screenshot. You know screenshots?
Yes, sir.
Immediately take the screenshot where the number should be flashed over there. The name or number should be flashed to that person. Second, I want, one more important part, I want you should place objection. Create your consent. Consent, stop sending me these messages, otherwise I'll take a legal action. I am not interested. I want that message to be posted by you, by every girl, in case if they caught in some kind of somebody is trying to trap you. So I want, don't delete the message, post. Second, I want your consent that you mention it clearly that you are not interested. Don't send me, otherwise you are going to take a legal action. After that, if that person again sends you similar messages, do you know you have the direct rights? That is basically a case of stalking. That means a boy or any person, known or unknown, hardly matters. That person is trying to stalk you, and they are doing by digital mode, by cyber mode, so which is called as cyber stalking. But sorry to say, cyber stalking issue never been considered in IT Act. आज तक साइबर स्टॉकिंग को IT एक्ट में डाला ही नहीं गया. तो लड़के गए यार ये तो अच्छा हुआ बता दिया सर, मजा आ गया. Then sorry. In India, we are considering cyber stalking as a common stalking जो पहले हुआ करती थी. तब जब डिजिटल वर्ड नहीं था तो लड़के पीछे लड़की के घर चले जाते हैं, इसका घर देखना है है ना, छुप छुप के पीछा करते थे, that was also a kind of a stalking, and that was already covered under IPC, Indian Penal Code, section 354D. Please take my words, ये ऑलरेडी दिल्ली पुलिस और सभी के लिए, सभी पुलिस के लिए इंस्ट्रक्शंस हैं डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स। यदि कोई किसी गर्ल को स्टॉक कर रहा है फिजिकली और वर्चुअली, and you need to show those evidences, so I want your evidence and your consent that you denied. If you place that message and still the person is trying to do similar activity, immediately you can report to any nearest police station. It is their duty to lodge a FIR and they will arrest that person there and then, and that person need to take a bail from the court, otherwise that person would be behind the bars. So please understand the modus operandi, how to handle such cases. Concept समझ में आ रहा है? 3 years imprisonment with some fine is the provision for this as well. लेकिन आप लोग एविडेंस ही उड़ा दोगे तो हम कहां से इन्वेस्टिगेट करेंगे, कैसे बताएंगे क्या होगा? सो नेवर रिमूव दिस पार्ट। बात समझ में आ रही है कि नहीं? This 354 in IPC, 354 entire series is especially for women security, which has been given in our law, right? It is mentioned in the law. So please, being a girl, being a woman, you are working outside, you are studying outside, you are alone, and in case if you feel any kind mental harassment related to these things, or you feel that stalking is going on, it is your duty to report. Don't feel shy. कुछ गलत नहीं होगा, कुछ गलत वो नहीं कर सकता. Please take my words. You have to take a bold step sometimes, and you have to report the case registered under IPC 354D. 354 series is only for, especially for women security in India. तो एक सेशन ऐसे मैं दे रहा था, तो एक लड़के ने हाथ खड़ा किया, मैंने कहा हाँ जी बोलो बेटा। कहता सर आपने लेडीज को तो सिक्योरिटी का बता दिया, मुझसे फ्रेंडशिप कर ले, मैं नहीं चाहता तो क्या करें? तो कैन आई ऑल्सो गो एंड रजिस्टर अ कंप्लेंट लाइक दिस? तो मैंने उसे कहा बेटा एक काम करियो, आपके लिए तो एक बहुत बढ़िया सॉल्यूशन है। सॉल्यूशन ये है, उसके ना पैर पड़ जाएंगे, उससे राखी बंधवा लियो, नहीं है उल्टा हो तो जितनी तेज भाग सकता भागते हो। Because sorry to say, so law is never gender specific. Please try and understand. But the series is specifically for this particular issue. The series is more supportive towards women, for lady security, for women security. Concept समझ में आ रहा है? तो आप लोगों के साथ भी ऐसा कुछ भी होता है तो you can register and you can go into that. But my concern is little different. What about anonymous stalking like Google, like Facebook, like Snapchat and various other resources who are trying to track you? क्या हम Google को भी stalking में डाल सकते हैं कि नहीं? देखना है Google कैसे stalk करता है?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
चेक कराऊं?
Yes sir.
Practical करोगे सब? दिखाऊं आप सबको?
Yes sir.
भाई यहाँ तो आप में से कोई एक इधर आ जाए, Gmail से अपना लॉगिन करें। कोई है इंटरेस्टेड ब्राउजर में? नहीं तो मैं अपना दिखा दूं, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं। I'll show you my own. और आप लोग प्रैक्टिकली खुद देख सकते हैं। You all have your mobile?
Yes sir.
इंटरनेट ऑन है?
Yes sir.
है ना? ठीक है जी, मोबाइल निकालो। Let's do practical. Let's do practical.
Yes sir.
मुझे करना क्या है? What I do, I request you, अरे यार मेरे यहाँ सिग्नल नहीं आ रहे, can I borrow your phone please? I use some social engineering. From others, आपको पता है मोबाइल के अंदर आपने जीमेल से पहले से लॉगिन किया हुआ है, लॉगिन है ना? बार-बार तो लॉगिन नहीं करना पड़ता, क्या करना पड़ता है? क्या मैं आपको दिखा दूं कल आपने क्या किया था, परसों क्या किया था, 1 महीना पहले क्या किया था, 1 साल पहले क्या किया था, सिंस 2009 onwards आपने क्या किया था? We are in 2022. Shall I show you? तो बेटा open your computer or your mobile, open Chrome browser. Chrome browser खोलो, खोला? Initiated? Chrome browser खोलिए? क्या नहीं? अपना मोबाइल पे खोलो फटाफट। न्यू टैब खोल लिया, मैंने Chrome browser खोला है, न्यू टैब खोला है। बेटा यहाँ पे आप देख पा रहे हो, I have already logged in with my Gmail ID.
Yes sir.
क्या हुआ ना मैंने लॉगिन या नहीं? आई ऑलरेडी लॉग्ड इन, ठीक है? तो आप लोग ऑलरेडी लॉग्ड इन ही हो कि नहीं? ग्रेट। अब क्या करना है, एक सब डोमेन बताता हूं, ये कोई हैकर वाला लिंक या कुछ ऐसा लिंक नहीं है। You can't imagine I am giving you the official link of Google only, one of the subdomain of Google, because Google do it publicly. लिंक क्या लिखो, my activity, ब्राउज़र पे जाओ, लिखो क्या लिखोगे, my activity.google.com, just type this link, it's the official website, it's a subdomain of Google, just type my activity.google.com. Can you do so? देखो जी, बोला, ये मेरा, ये तो क्या कह रहा है, Google used to track your web and mobile activity, Google used to track your geographical location, Google used to track your YouTube history. तो कल कौन सा रात को वीडियो देखा था, नाम क्या? यहाँ तक कि ये देखिए ध्यान से, today, मतलब I was working right now 1:59, it's in descending order, please check. I use Chrome, मैंने अभी 1:59 पे ये लिखा था, कॉमन वल्नरेबिलिटी एक्सपोजर वीकेंड आप लोगों के सामने लिखा था, मेरी सारी URL हिस्ट्री, मेरे कीवर्ड्स गूगल ट्रैक करके रखता है। मैंने ये कीवर्ड लिखा था अनुप स्पेस वीकेंड, मैंने स्टेटमेंट खोला था, एसबीआई ऑनलाइन खोली थी, एक्सप्रेस वीकेंड खोला था, ये तो भी आपके सामने किया ना, एवरीथिंग वाज रिकॉर्डेड। इसके अलावा ये बता रहा है मेरे पास सैमसंग फोन है, सी आई हैव वन सैमसंग फोन, है ना? मैंने ये एक्सेस किया, डायलर यूज किया, ये कॉल अटेंड की होगी। 12:26 पे डॉक्टर ने यहाँ के मेरे को कॉल आई थी, सर कहाँ तक पहुंचे या कुछ ऐसे हमेशा बात की। सो मैंने डायलर यूज किया, ठीक है? ट्रू कॉलर अगर आपके पास है तो आपका ट्रू कॉलर तो थर्ड पार्टी है ना, व्हाट्सएप तो थर्ड पार्टी ऐप है और ये गूगल का ऐप है। ये भी बता रहा है मैंने कितने बजे गूगल किया, कितने बजे मैंने थर्ड पार्टी एक्सेस किया, मैंने व्हाट्सएप कब एक्सेस किया, मैंने मैप्स कब एक्सेस किया। आई वेरी माय पॉइंट, मैंने गूगल पे क्या सर्च किया, गूगल मैप पे अराउंड 11 o'clock, आई वेरी माय पॉइंट, अराउंड 11 o'clock I started from my position, so I wrote on Google Maps to select the geographical location of this particular place, this premises. ये किया, ये सारा, अरे सब कुछ तो रिकॉर्डेड है। यहाँ तक कि आपने मैप्स का यूज किया, टेलीग्राम का यूज किया मैंने, है ना? यहाँ तक कि आपके YouTube के वीडियोस भी होंगे जी, वो भी दिखा दो। ये मैंने एल्सवेयर और वो सब हमारे रिकॉर्ड्स हैं, कब कौन सी डेट को, कब मैंने क्रोम खोला, कब मैंने व्हाट्सएप खोला, कब मैंने फायरफॉक्स खोला, एवरी सिंगल थिंग इज ऑलरेडी देयर। मैं कब गैलेक्सी, कब कौन सी साइट खोल रहा हूँ, क्या कर रहा हूँ, ईच एंड एवरी एक्टिविटी बीइंग रिकॉर्डेड। आपके YouTube के वीडियो देखे आपने? कल कौन सा दिखा था, दिखा ना, दिखा या नहीं दिखा? हाँ जी, आ गया ना? तो कल कौन सा रात को वीडियो देखा था, देख लिया? अब कहोगे ओ सर मरवाओगे, हटाओ हटाओ हटाओ। डोंट वरी, I'll give you the way how you can hide if you want to hide.
How?
But before we go to hide, just one more thing which I want to show you. You want to see? Just take a look. एक ना बेटा कीवर्ड और बताता हूँ, एक और नया टैब, ब्लैंक टैब ओपन करो। ओपन किया?
Yes sir.
Open a new tab, and after a new tab, again in this, again one of the official website, subdomain of Google. All what you need to write, timeline.google.com. Just write timeline.google.com. Type करना जरा फटाफट। ये तो official website है, timeline.google.com. Just go and try this. ये क्या बता रहा है? मैं इंडिया में इतनी जगहों पे जा चुका हूँ। I visited 821 places. Even just yesterday, ये मैं कहीं ऐसी जगह गया था। Yesterday I was at Saharanpur, one of the very remote place, one university, and I had one session yesterday. So I visited that place. वो जाओगे लोकेशन चेक करोगे, I think you can find that one. हाँ जी, इसके अलावा आज का दिखाता हूँ ना, सब छोड़ो। आज सुबह मैं कितने बजे घर से निकला? 30th है? ये देखो जी, अभी तक मैं टोटल 36.9 किलोमीटर ड्राइव कर चुका हूं। आई वाज ऑन द कार एंड आई ड्रोव फॉर 1 hour 6 minutes। इसका मतलब बड़े ध्यान से सोचना, स्पीड इक्वल्स टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम टेकन, डिस्टेंस बता रहा है, टाइम बता रहा है, डिवाइड करोगे, है ना, मेरी स्पीड आ जाएगी। अगर मेरी स्पीड 50 से ऊपर है, दिल्ली में आपको पता है 50 से ऊपर है, अगर मेरी स्पीड 50 किलोमीटर पर आवर से ऊपर है, डोंट यू थिंक सो घर में अपना चलाना चाहिए? क्यों कैमरा लगा रखे हैं? गूगल से सर्विस ले लो ना, डोंट यू थिंक सो? कितना पैसा गवर्नमेंट ने अपना वेस्ट कर दिया? छोटी छोटी चीजें हर मोबाइल के अंदर है। कहां गए, कितना वॉक किया, कौन सी व्हीकल पे गए, क्या काम किया, हर चीज तो रिकॉर्डेड है। मैं सुबह 11:02 पे इस लोकेशन से चला, then I drove and I reached there in this premises by 12:08। यही आया ना मैं आज, यही है ना मेरा स्टेटस। कल का स्टेटस देखना है तो ये देखो जी, कल सुबह मैंने कल टोटल इतने किलोमीटर मैंने ड्राइव की, ठीक है, 29 को। तो मैं गया था कहीं एक लोकल यूनिवर्सिटी यूपी में आगे जाके कहीं सहारनपुर के पास है, आई विजिटेड दैट प्लेस। और वहां से जब निकला, कहां गया, फिर कहां गया, कितना ड्राइव किया, कौन सी गाड़ी था, कब कहां होते होते कैसे मैं कितने बजे अपने घर पहुंचा, ये चीज तो रिकॉर्डेड है। अरे ये सब छोड़ो, और बोलो कौन सी डेट, महीना पहले देखें, 1 नवंबर को कुछ किया था क्या मैंने? 1 नवंबर को मैंने इतने 5 किलोमीटर साइकिलिंग करी थी, 2.8 किलोमीटर मैं वॉक करी थी और 16 किलोमीटर मैंने कार ड्राइव की थी। एक एक चीज रिकॉर्डेड है। अरे आप कौन से बैंक में गए, कौन से एटीएम में गए, कौन से लोकेशन पे हो, कितने बजे आप कॉलेज आए थे, कितने बजे घर पहुंचे थे, एक एक करके रिकॉर्ड निकलवा दूं। बोलो आपके पेरेंट्स को ये सिखा दूं तो मजा नहीं आ जाएगा? पेरेंट्स सिखाएगा, अरे वाह मजा आ गया। अरे आप बच्चा को प्यार से ये बताने की क्या जरूरत है, आप हमें सिखाओ, है ना? ये पेरेंट्स के लिए सेशन होना चाहिए।
ये देखिए,
आप खुद देख सकते हो, यू कैन चेक, दिख रहा है, चेक कर पा रहे हो? और तो और मुझे याद है सेकेंड डे कोरोना आया था, है ना, 1 मई को 2021, 1 मई को आई वॉज इन्फेक्टेड विद कोरोना एंड आई वॉज हॉस्पिटलाइज्ड। मुझे उस दिन का ट्रैक देखना है। अच्छा, तो ये देखो जी, ये कहां से कहां तक का लिखा है, 2009 तक का पूरा रिकॉर्ड है इसके पास, बोलने के पास 2021 कौन सा मंथ? मई में भी कौन सा? 1 मई। 1 मई को मेरे साथ क्या हुआ था, कब था, कहां था, ये पूरा रिकॉर्ड है। 14.2 किलोमीटर मैं कार पे रहा, ऑब्वियसली मैं ड्राइव नहीं कर रहा था, कोई और था, लेकिन मैं तो कार पे था। ये मैं कार पे कैसे रहा, क्योंकि मेरा मोबाइल मेरे साथ था, है ना। मैं इतने बजे घर से निकला, फिर इतनी किलोमीटर गया, मैं तिलक नगर की तरफ गया दिल्ली में, वहां वो था डायग्नोस्टिक सेंटर है ना, वो स्टार वाले जो हैं, उन्होंने वो आरटीपीसीआर टेस्ट वो सब करने थे, वो सब हुआ। उसके बाद में बैंक गया, कुछ पैसे निकाले, फिर ड्राइव किया और फाइनली 4:04 पे मैं एक हॉस्पिटल में, मुझे बड़ी मुश्किल से बेड मिला। यू नो बेड कैसे मिलता है सब आप देख सकते हो, है ना। तो मैं कितने बजे हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट हुआ और कितने दिन तक एडमिटेड रहा, आप एक चीज चेक कर सकते हो। ये तो 2021 का डिटेल है। इनफैक्ट देखिए, इमेजिन मेरे को अभी बड़ा फायदा हुआ इस इंफॉर्मेशन का। मेरे को मेरी कार का ना एक चालान आ गया, वो क्या कहते हैं, 4 महीने पहले मैंने कोई कार कहीं चलाई होगी, स्पीड ज्यादा थी, कैमरास लगे, वो कहता है जी आपकी कार की लिमिट थी, स्पीड थी 62 किलोमीटर पर आवर, जबकि 50 मैक्सिमम लिमिट है। मैं क्या 50 का 62 तो हो सकता है ना, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं, हो गया। और 4 महीने पहले मुझे याद है कि मैं वहां गया था, नहीं गया था, मैं तो सारा दिन घूमता रहता हूं, पता नहीं कहां जाना होता मेरे को। सो माइट बी आई विजिटेड दैट प्लेस और समथिंग लाइक, एंड चालान बहुत बड़ा था, बट आई सेड ठीक है, फिर मैं आराम से भरूंगा। तो आई वेट फॉर सम टाइम एंड आफ्टर 1 डे आई थिंक आई थॉट कि चल यार चालान भर ही देते हैं, अननेसेसरी पेंडिंग रखना। तो द मोमेंट आई एक्सप्लोर दैट साइट, गोइंग टू मेक अ पेमेंट, अचानक से मैंने देखा एक डेट थी, उसमें डेट टाइम 3:30 बजे आप वहां से उस डेट को वहां से गए थे। मैंने कहा अरे 1 मिनट, मैंने फटाफट टाइमलाइन खोला, चेक करा, 3:30 बजे वो कह रहा है आप उस जगह से गए थे। वो जगह थी कोई ट्रांस यमुना साइड, शाहदरा साइड से जी आप गए, ठीक है। और 3:40 पे मैं अपने घर के पास वाले इलेक्ट्रिकल शॉप के पास, गूगल दिखा रहा है टाइमलाइन में, आप तो कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल शॉप पे कोई माल लेने गए थे, कुछ परचेज करने गए थे। अरे कैसे हो सकता है 3:30 पे मैं शाहदरा और 3:40 पे मैं अपने घर के बिल्कुल पास, आई थिंक शाहदरा और वहां से भी कम से कम भी तो आई थिंक 40 किलोमीटर का डिस्टेंस है। हाउ कम इज पॉसिबल इन 10 मिनट्स? I thought that means something is false. I requested to give me the evidence. Pics लेते हैं ये लोग, वीडियो देते हैं, पिक्स देते हैं. तो then I explored and requested and I got a pic. मैं वेट करा, पिक मिली. Luckily वो पिक भी ये कहती है कि वो मेरी गाड़ी नहीं थी, कोई और गाड़ी थी. इन्होंने फॉल्स चालान मेरे को बना के दिया. वो मेरा ना तो मोबाइल वो प्लेट नंबर था, ना ही वो गाड़ी मेरी थी. बट उसकी वजह से मेरे पास चालान आया हुआ था. इट वाज अ ह्यूज चालान. तो मैं तो पे करने जा रहा था. And for that I contested. I took the report of this timeline and I shared to the court. It is admissible to the court and they waive off my challan on that basis. Can you imagine? क्योंकि जब मैं पॉसिबल ही नहीं है ना. How is that possible? मैं ही तो हूँ, मेरा ही तो फोन है जो मैं लेके घूम रहा हूँ. तो बेटा आपके हर एक्टिविटीज में रिकॉर्डेड है, मॉनिटर्ड है, ट्रैक्ड है. अब इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट आपको होता है सर अब ये बताओ प्रॉब्लम तो दिखा दी, हैक भी करके दिखा दिया, सब कुछ बता दिया. अरे हम तो स्टॉप है यहाँ पे 350 सेक्शन में नहीं लगता स्टॉकिंग का. ये साइबर स्टॉकिंग नहीं है क्या? आपसे परमिशन ली हुई है. आई एग्री बटन क्लिक किया था बिना डिस्क्लेमर पढ़े. एंड दैट्स व्हाई यू कांट यू नो क्लेम योर साइबर स्टॉकिंग केस ऑन दिस रिगार्ड. इसको बचना है तो वापस आते हैं माय एक्टिविटी. माय एक्टिविटी में सिंपल है. अगर आप चाहते हो तो मेरी लोकेशन, टाइमलाइन या ये मूवी हिस्ट्री कम से कम ना लिखा है ना, तो यू कैन गो टू दैट. देयर इज अ ऑप्शन यू कैन टर्न इट ऑफ. आप यहां पे जाके सिंपल टर्न ऑफ कर सकते हो. लेकिन प्लीज वेट. आई अप्रिशिएट डोंट टर्न इट ऑफ. बड़ा सिंपल सा रीजन है. आप टर्न ऑफ कर दोगे आपको नहीं दिखाएगा ये डेटा. ठीक है, आपको डेटा नहीं दिखाएगा. लेकिन बड़ा सिंपल सा कंसेप्ट समझो, प्रैक्टिकल इसको रियलिस्टिक फॉर्म में समझा करो. कनेक्टेड. अगर आज आप डे टाइम में ब्लैक रिबन अपनी आईज पे बांध लेते हो तो क्या रात हो गई? नहीं ना. लेकिन आपको तो अंधेरा लग रहा है, आप तो नहीं देख पा रहे हो. इट्स डार्क एरिया फॉर यू. सेम थिंग इफ यू टर्न इट ऑफ डजंट मीन गूगल स्टॉप रिकॉर्डिंग. डजंट मीन गूगल वॉन्ट डू दिस थिंग. According to Intermediary Act 29th October 2022, a new regulation has already been, imposed to all the intermediaries, and Google is also an intermediary. According to that, it is mandatory to generate all such records and to be shared by law enforcement in case if any dispute might occur and they will ask for any particular information. उसके लिए तो उन्हें रिकॉर्ड करना ही है. तो जब रिकॉर्ड करना ही है, आप नहीं देखना चाहते, आपकी मर्जी है ना. लेकिन ये मत कहना कि कल को कोई केस होगा या कुछ होगा, हम आपसे सिर्फ आपका जीमेल आईडी दे देना, अपना मोबाइल नंबर दे देना, जीमेल आईडी देना, मैं आपका निकलवा दूंगा. ये सारी डिटेल्स आप कहां गए थे, क्या कर रहे थे, कैसे थे, किधर थे, सब निकल सकता है. क्वाइट पॉसिबल. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? इसलिए बेटर है लेट इट बी ऑन. अब इसका एक और बेस्ट प्रोसेस बताता हूं, स्पेशली एवरीवन, फॉर एवरीवन. ऑलवेज ट्राई टू कीप इट ऑन. घर पे कोई लैपटॉप, कोई कंप्यूटर घर पे होगा ना, जो घर पे रहता हो. अगर घर पे आपके पास मशीन है, सबके पास जिसके पास मोबाइल फोन्स हैं, फादर, मदर या और भी आपके फैमिली में जो भी हैं मेंबर्स, राइट, एवरीबॉडी शुड लॉग इन ऑन वन मशीन ऑन गूगल क्रोम. ठीक है, क्रोम पे जाके एक बार लॉग इन कर लो. लॉग इन करके उस मशीन को ट्रस्टेड डिवाइस बना लो. Always keep it on, always logged in. उससे क्या होगा, कल को in case of emergency, बेटा हमने केसेस सॉल्व करें. In case of emergency, person missing. A person missing में police can only lodge a complaint after 24 hours of the reporting time. तो 24 घंटे में तो किसी के साथ कुछ भी हो सकता है ना. तो ऐसे में क्या करेंगे? अब आप तो अपना मोबाइल लेके गायब हो, आपका सिग्नल नहीं मिल रहा, नेट बंद है, मोबाइल बंद कर दिया, तो हम आपको कहां से ढूंढेंगे? वी वांट योर लास्ट लोकेशन. उसके लिए पुलिस, गूगल कहां जाओगे? वो देंगे रिपोर्ट? नहीं. मैं आपसे क्या मांगूंगा, बेटा अपने घर का जिस मशीन पे आपने लॉगिन किया वो मशीन दे दो. उसको ऑन करेंगे, लाइव करेंगे, कनेक्ट करेंगे, ओपन करेंगे, आपका टाइमलाइन चेक कर लूंगा, सुबह कहां से निकले थे, कहां गए थे, पूरा ट्रैक निकल आएगा. बहुत सारे केसेस हमने सॉल्व करे हैं, जस्ट पर्सन मिसिंग केसेस विद इन फ्रैक्शन ऑफ आवर्स, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. It's a power for investigation also. Pros and cons, हर सिक्के के हेड एंड टेल होता है ना, तो इसका नेगेटिव भी है, they are stocking on us, but इसका पॉजिटिव भी है, that also helps us for in case of any emergency. आज मैं यहाँ हूँ, my family do not need to, means they need not to call me again, कहाँ पहुँचे, कहाँ हो, my daughter is in studies and all, तो अरे बेटा ट्यूशन पहुँची नहीं पहुँची, वहाँ से निकली कि नहीं निकली, लेट क्यों हो रही है, I need not to call, we don't call everybody like this. If we have a doubt, if the person is late, if they are not able to connect it, means in the connectivity, due to any reason, hardly matters. Open the laptop, log in with your, select your login ID. इसमें है ना multiple users आप ऐड कर सकते हो Chrome में.
Yes sir.
Always keep Chrome logged in. ये देखो मेरे भी हमेशा एक तो ये वाला है, एक और मेरा अकाउंट ऑफिशियल अकाउंट भी मेरा इसमें कनेक्टेड है. So same way you can add multiple IDs and in case of any emergency select that ID, go to my activity or go to timeline. You'll get the complete report. बार बार घर वालों को परेशान होने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको परेशान होने की जरूरत नहीं है. So at least will be more near to the any emergency or any incident place. Are you getting my point?
Yes sir.
ठीक है. So it's all your call. Really want to enable or disable, up to you. But this is one of the weapon for us for investigation, for security, because your footprints are there in your devices, and all the devices are trusted devices, and you are working on it. Understood?
Yes sir.
बात समझ में आई या नहीं? तो हाँ जी, मिल गया? डेटा आया कि नहीं आया? अगर कहते नहीं हो सकता है, सब होता है, गूगल करता है यार, पब्लिकली दे रहा है. मेरा कोई लिंक नहीं है, कस्टमाइज लिंक नहीं है, इट्स अ सब डोमेन ऑफ गूगल, पब्लिकली गूगल करके दे रहा है आपको, एंड दे आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ. मतलब मैंने तो क्या किया हुआ जान के, स्मार्ट टीवी किस किस के घर में है? वाओ ग्रेट. नेटफ्लिक्स का आईडी एक दूसरे के साथ कौन कौन शेयर करता है? शेयर करते हो, एक परचेस करके शेयर करते हो, है ना, ट्रस्टेड है, ओके. लेकिन कोई डार्क वेब वगैरह से कोई डाउनलोड करके लगता है यूज करता है, बेटा इमीडिएटली बंद कर देना. अगर डार्क वेब से किसी ने नेटफ्लिक्स या कोई भी ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म का पासवर्ड डाउनलोड करके यूज कर रहे हो, इमीडिएटली बंद कर देना. ऑलरेडी एक कंप्लेन अभी दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट में केस आ गया है. एक पर्सन ने कंप्लेन किया कि मेरा नेटफ्लिक्स का आईडी मिसयूज हो रहा है, आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट का केस है. इट्स अ केस ऑफ आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट. मैंने परचेज किया, ये रहा मेरा इनवॉइस, ये मेरा आईडी है, और वो दिखा रहा है कनेक्टेड डिवाइसेस पे कनेक्टेड है. आई नेवर कनेक्टेड ऑन दीस डिवाइसेस. प्लीज इन्वेस्टिगेट हु इज मिसयूजिंग माय आईडी एंड हाउ इट बीइंग मिसयूज्ड. क्या हुआ? वो डार्क वेब पे कहीं पड़ा होगा, वहां से किसी ने ले लिया, और आपको पता है वो आईडी आपके टेलीविजन पे आपने डाल के पंच किया हुआ और लॉगिन करके आप बड़े मजे से एंजॉय कर रहे हो. आपका डायरेक्ट आईपी एड्रेस, आपकी लोकेशन मिलेगी, पुलिस घर आएगी, टीवी अरेस्ट करके ले जाएगा एज एन एविडेंस, एंड यू कैन नॉट से नो. You cannot say no because it's a full proof evidence and you have to bear whatever the consequences comes across. So either stop using it or take precaution because you are not aware what you are doing. समझ में आ रहा है? अभी रिसेंटली हमने एक फेसबुक की एक सर्विस बंद करवाई है. सर्विस थी फेसबुक के अंदर, ऐप में शायद आज आपको भी ना नजर आया, चेक करोगे, या पुराने वर्जन में हो सकता है आज भी नजर आए. एक सर्विस थी नियर बाय फ्रेंड्स वाला, देखा है? करते थे नियर बाय फ्रेंड्स में. तो ओके तू यहाँ खड़ा है, तू यहाँ खड़ा है, यहाँ गई हुई है तू, वो कहता है तू मेरे को स्टॉप कर रहा है, कहाँ तेरे को कैसे बता?
स्नैपचैट में भी है.
करते थे. हाँ जी, स्नैपचैट कौन कौन यूज करता है? उसके अंदर तो इनबिल्ट फीचर है, आपकी ज्योग्राफिकल लोकेशन से गूगल नहीं, स्नैपचैट, फेसबुक सब निकालते हैं. लेकिन कोई इसका यूज करेगा, कोई इसका मिसयूज करेगा. दैट क्रिएट्स अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर यू. Sir,
there is a question. I think this is a new feature in WhatsApp. If we are using WhatsApp, somebody is sending messages to us. It's written there, no, like this. You use it messages.
हाँ, right.
So,
right.
because somebody sent me some notes on something.
Yes.
So
It's a business.
It only depends on that person or me also.
It's on you also. It disappears for you actually.
Yeah, that's why.
Right.
That's why I'm unable to download again because it's vanished.
It vanished. That's what you are
I
unable
don't
to
want
download.
this. Can you tell me how can I rectify this?
You can't rectify it.
Because that's totally depend on the sender.
Right, because they are carrying a copyright on that content.
Okay.
They are flashing you on their privileged services
Okay.
and on the basis of WhatsApp business model. So officially, legally, you cannot download if they are restricted, so you cannot download.
No.
You can access for that
I was
particular
getting
period
the-
as per the
I
services
was getting
implemented.
the option of downloading also, but
Ah.
thing is that all chats, whether good or
That
all
vanishes.
cleared.
All what you can do, you can take screenshot.
That is only.
That could consider as an evidence.
Otherwise, I can do a download only.
Otherwise, if you can, so that would be better. Or you can take a screenshot. Why screenshot? Because then it becomes an evidence that at that particular instant, on that particular time
How
stamp.
can I active this option? Because
For that, you need to purchase WhatsApp business account.
that's all.
Yes, then only you will get this feature.
Otherwise, that person must be having that.
Right. So the person who is sending you, they already paid to WhatsApp for business version, and they are sending you by using WhatsApp business version.
But when I'm clicking on that, there are 4 options coming: start new chat, disappearing message, 24 hours, 7 days, 90 days, and all.
I mean, this is what you can customize if you don't want the data, because sometimes they will send you a big data.
Okay, that is only from my side.
For your side, like I don't want more than a period. I have seen that's over. Okay, remove it. Why unnecessary my memory, utilize and being, engaged in this particular activity? You have seen
But
it's
how
okay.
do I know that that person is already active with that particular?
Whenever you open their account, it shows you it's a WhatsApp business account, and they're sending you the information through that channel.
By default, he or she activated that?
Yes.
By default.
They can go for it. Though they paid, and then they can use, they don't use a regular WhatsApp. They use a separate app called WhatsApp Business. Available on Google Play Store, you can check. WhatsApp for Business is different app.
Yeah, I
But
know that.
using that, then they can do all such
But
activities.
this is new.
It's a new feature, that's right.
Because from last 2-3 months, I have seen this also.
You're right. So that is what like the features can check wrong. Obviously, how they land the money. This is the earning model of WhatsApp.
Well, that totally depends on the sender.
Exactly. Purely up to them. So is that clear to all of you?
Yes,
You got an idea at least what are going on, what are the things going on the back end?
Yes, sir.
Even there is a process of artificial intelligence, machine learning connected nowadays with cyber security. So anyone who is really interested to work those level of special level of project, we have some even internship, we have some projects, and even we have some trainings. If you really want to learn, you can connect with us, we can give you the proper privilege, you can work on the live projects with us. But for that you would need that at least that specific level of skills. So if you are carrying, you can come, you can connect with us, we'll try to give you the best whatever is possible. Right? So on this regard, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed and I'm trying to give you insight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and for enlightening us. We believe that knowledge has no boundaries. We are immensely benefited with your input. We would like to express our gratitude to our General Secretary, Dr. Abhishek sir, and Director General Mr. 𝗛𝗏 sir, for providing us a platform to nourish our students and giving us a vision-oriented learning. In the end, I would like to conclude the event by saying few words of Nelson Mandela. For to be free, it's not merely to cast one string, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Thank you everyone. Stay happy.